Warren Buffett's famous metaphor has become a cornerstone in the world of investing, capturing the imagination of both seasoned professionals and newcomers alike. Its simplicity and clarity have contributed to its widespread appeal, making it a frequently cited reference in discussions about financial strategy and market behavior. By distilling complex concepts into relatable imagery, Buffett's metaphor encourages investors to think more deeply about their decisions. In this section, we will explore the origins of this metaphor and why it resonates so strongly within the investment community. This introduction sets the stage for a critical examination of its true meaning and the broader implications it holds for those seeking success in the financial markets. The phrase, "someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago," is often cited as a powerful endorsement of passive long-term investing. Financial advisors and media outlets frequently use this message to encourage individuals to start investing early and remain patient over time. The underlying idea is that consistent, disciplined contributions can yield substantial rewards in the future, much like a tree that grows slowly but eventually provides shelter. This interpretation emphasizes the benefits of compounding returns and the value of staying invested through market fluctuations. By promoting this perspective, advisors and media aim to reassure investors that long-term strategies are a reliable path to financial security. The message serves as a reminder that the greatest financial gains often come from decisions made years in advance, rather than from short-term speculation. The buy-and-hold approach to investing is celebrated for its straightforwardness and enduring appeal. This strategy involves purchasing assets and retaining them over the long term, regardless of short-term market fluctuations. Many investors are drawn to its simplicity, believing it offers a reliable path to building wealth without the need for constant monitoring or frequent trading. The allure lies in the idea that time in the market, rather than timing the market, is the key to success. Historical data often supports this mentality, showing that long-term investors tend to outperform those who react impulsively to market changes. As a result, buy and hold is frequently viewed as a shortcut to investment success, promising growth through patience and discipline. Relying solely on time to improve investment outcomes can be a risky misconception. Passive neglect, or simply leaving investments unattended, may expose portfolios to unnecessary risks and missed opportunities. Market conditions, economic shifts, and company performance can all change over time, sometimes dramatically. Without regular review and adjustment, investments may drift away from their intended goals. It's important to recognize that successful investing often requires active engagement, thoughtful strategy, and ongoing monitoring. Assuming that time alone will yield positive results ignores the complexities of financial markets. In reality, neglect can undermine long-term growth and stability. Warren Buffett's famous metaphor about picking the best investments is rooted in a disciplined and highly selective process. Rather than relying on luck or broad market trends, Buffett emphasizes the importance of thorough research and careful analysis. This approach demands patience, attention to detail, and a willingness to wait for truly outstanding opportunities. Investors must sift through countless options, rejecting the majority in favor of those that demonstrate clear long-term potential. By staying focused and maintaining high standards, one can avoid common pitfalls and build a portfolio of exceptional assets. Ultimately, Buffett's method highlights that successful investing is an active endeavor, requiring both conviction and restraint. Warren Buffett is renowned for his disciplined approach to selecting investments, focusing on what he calls wonderful businesses with enduring competitive advantages. He seeks companies that possess strong brand recognition, loyal customer bases, and the ability to maintain profitability over time. For example, Coca-Cola's global brand and consistent demand have made it a staple in Buffett's portfolio for decades. See's Candies, with its reputation for quality and customer loyalty, exemplifies the kind of business he favors. More recently, Apple has joined this group, thanks to its innovation, ecosystem, and devoted users. By identifying these traits, Buffett aims to invest in businesses that can thrive regardless of market fluctuations, ensuring long-term growth and stability. Warren Buffett has long emphasized the significance of purchasing outstanding businesses at a sensible price. He believes that even the best companies can become poor investments if bought at inflated valuations. Central to his approach is the principle of margin of safety, which means leaving room for error by not overpaying. This concept helps protect investors from unforeseen challenges and market fluctuations. Buffett's strategic patience is also key. He waits for opportunities where the price aligns with the true value of the business. By combining careful analysis with disciplined timing, he minimizes risk and maximizes potential returns. Ultimately, these principles form the foundation of his enduring investment success. Ongoing monitoring and active stewardship are essential components of successful investment management. Warren Buffett exemplifies this approach by continuously assessing the risks associated with his holdings and adapting to evolving market conditions. Rather than relying solely on initial analysis, Buffett remains vigilant, ready to respond to new information and unforeseen challenges. His strategy emphasizes the importance of understanding each investment deeply and maintaining flexibility in decision-making. By actively managing risks and staying attuned to changes, investors can protect their portfolios and capitalize on emerging opportunities. This disciplined oversight helps ensure long-term growth and resilience, even in uncertain environments. Warren Buffett's remarkable track record is not simply the product of patience or inaction. Instead, it stems from his constant vigilance and readiness to act when necessary. Buffett closely monitors his investments, evaluating their performance and prospects over time. When an asset no longer meets his standards or shows signs of underperformance, he does not hesitate to make tough decisions, including selling it. This disciplined approach allows him to optimize his portfolio and maintain long-term growth. His success is built on a foundation of thoughtful analysis and decisive action, rather than passive holding. Many investors today find themselves ensnared by common pitfalls when interpreting Warren Buffett's famous investment metaphor. Speculation, for instance, often masquerades as informed decision-making, leading individuals to chase short-term gains rather than focus on long-term value. Survivorship bias further distorts perception, as people tend to highlight successful outcomes while ignoring the countless failures that go unnoticed. Additionally, there is a frequent misunderstanding between patience and neglect. True patience involves thoughtful monitoring and strategic action, not simply ignoring investments altogether. These misapplications can result in missed opportunities and unnecessary risks, undermining the very principles Buffett intended to convey. Recognizing and avoiding these traps is essential for building a resilient investment strategy. Speculative investing involves taking significant risks in the hope of achieving substantial returns, often without a solid foundation of research or analysis. When investors rely on hope rather than sound strategy, they expose themselves to unpredictable market swings and potential financial losses. This approach can lead to emotional decision-making, where optimism overshadows objective assessment of risks and rewards. Over time, mistaking hope for a reliable strategy may result in missed opportunities, eroded capital, and diminished confidence in future investments. It is crucial to distinguish between informed speculation and wishful thinking, ensuring that investment decisions are grounded in thorough evaluation and realistic expectations. Survivorship bias occurs when we concentrate solely on successful investments, overlooking the numerous ventures that failed along the way. This selective focus can distort our understanding of risk and reward, making certain strategies appear more effective than they truly are. By ignoring the investments that never yielded returns or shade, we risk overestimating the likelihood of success. Many failed projects are quietly forgotten, while only the winners are celebrated and analyzed. This bias can lead to misguided decision-making and unrealistic expectations. Recognizing survivorship bias helps us develop a more balanced perspective, taking into account both triumphs and setbacks in the investment landscape. True patience in investing involves thoughtful decision-making and a willingness to endure short-term fluctuations for long-term gain. However, it is important to distinguish this from passive neglect, where inaction is mistaken for virtue. Holding on to deteriorating investments simply because it feels prudent can be detrimental. Genuine patience is active and informed, requiring regular evaluation of assets and readiness to adapt when circumstances change. Mistaking neglect for patience may lead to missed opportunities or prolonged losses. Investors should be wary of rationalizing poor performance as a sign of steadfastness. Instead, they must remain vigilant, and responsive to ensure their strategies align with evolving market realities. Warren Buffett's famous metaphor about investing often highlights the importance of building a protective moat. But for prudent investors, true safety and peace of mind come from a different approach. Focusing on quality compounding means selecting investments with strong, sustainable growth potential. This requires thorough upfront research to understand the fundamentals and long-term prospects of each opportunity. Ongoing diligence ensures that these investments continue to meet high standards as conditions change. By prioritizing these practices, investors can achieve lasting security and confidence, rather than relying solely on defensive strategies. In this context, the term shade represents more than just a passive refuge. It embodies the sense of safety, peace, and ease that arises from owning resilient businesses. Rather than relying solely on the passage of time or external circumstances, shade is cultivated through thoughtful decision-making and strategic planning. It is the comfort that comes from knowing your business can withstand challenges and adapt to change. This kind of security is proactive, built on a foundation of resilience and foresight. Ultimately, shade is not something you wait for. It is something you create through purposeful action. Reflecting on the key lessons, it becomes clear that discipline is essential for anyone seeking to build lasting wealth. Careful research allows investors to make informed decisions, while selective action ensures that opportunities are pursued thoughtfully rather than impulsively. These principles align closely with Warren Buffett's enduring wisdom, which emphasizes patience and a deep understanding of one's investments. True success, as Buffett suggests, is not about chasing every opportunity, but about choosing the right ones and committing to them over time. Ultimately, wealth is built through consistent, deliberate choices grounded in knowledge and restraint. As we wrap up, consider how your own investment decisions have shaped your financial journey. Reflecting on past choices can offer valuable insights and help guide future strategies. We encourage you to share your experiences and any questions you may have. Your input not only enriches the conversation, but also helps us tailor future analyses to topics that matter most to you. Together, we can foster a community of informed investors, learning and growing with each discussion.